straight hate.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
For you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Option play. Here's Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo. First touchdown on the year. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. play action. Now Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Hey, hold on.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Jackson now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now receiver in motion left. Cook is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they send a man in motion right. They pitch it out to Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On third down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a give running right. It's Cook
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make it.
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first.
And this will be caught at the 30. They will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give to Cook out and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The quick feet by Jackson. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 39. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. And
they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means it really...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. One last shot for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buffalo, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.